We're doing some guard passing this week, and this is a really fun drill I like to do. I call it the booty drill. So my job on top is to keep his butt on the ground. So he's going to be trying to stand up, and I'm just going to be delivering forward pressure. So I'll be pushing his chest and lifting his feet up and moving around in here. So making sure he's staying on the ground here. Because I see a lot of times guys in the guard, they just back away. The guy on bottom, his hips are lower than mine. He can easily wrestle up, like just grab a single leg from down there. It's like, I'm cooked. So the guy on top, when you're in the guard, this is a fun game, is just keep that pressure. Keep pushing the shoulder, lift up a foot, and keep advancing. Keep the guy's butt on the ground. Now we're going to open the guard. There's two pretty much safe places you could be in the closed guard. One is grabbing the biceps with your head down. The other is if you fix the gi and grab the pants and look up. Here, my butt is on my feet are flat. From here, he can try to pull me with his legs, and I should be pretty sturdy. And what I'm doing is I'm imagining that I have a tail. I don't have a tail, and I'm tucking it, and then I'm bringing my shoulders back and my head back, and then he can check my posture by pulling with his legs. I should be pretty good there. My hand is grabbing both lapels, and I'm rotating it so that the bones in the palm of my hand are right at the bottom of his rib cage, the top of his stomach. And it's to prevent him from sitting up if he tries to sit up. I'm not actively holding him down. Then to open the guard, I like to do this in a lot of little steps. I see people do it in big steps, and when they make big steps, their shoulders move like this, and an experienced player can take advantage of those big movements. So I'm going to take one knee out to the side, and I'll do a couple little steps, and I'm going to bring my other knee into the middle, and I'm going to keep adjusting my knee that's going out to the side so that my knees are 90 degrees. And I'm pushing down with my hand on the hip. If you're going against a real tall guy, you can bring both hands to the pants because you don't want your arm to get too stretched out here. Lucky James is short enough. I don't need to do that. Once my knee gets in the middle of his tailbone, my hip is going to cut through his ankles to open the guard. So here, pushing down, his hips are riding up, so I need to start over and make sure his hips are on the ground. Here, once the guard opens, I step up to my foot. My foot is under his butt. Here, this is going to keep him from reclosing his guard. Here. Another way we can open the guard is if he keeps breaking our posture down and we're unable to maintain this, he keeps pulling on us, is we're going to come in here with our hands on the biceps, head down, because he keeps pulling our head down. And then we're going to walk our knees back and start tiptoeing up till I get my knee in the middle. Then my foot is flat on the ground, and then I'm going to sit down, and my knee goes right up his butt crack, and it wedges his guard open. And we end up in the same position here.
Now he's checking if I have a tail.
Yeah. So again, he keeps, I would rather do the other one, but I do this if he doesn't let me have posture. I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to fight you. I'm just going to let my head be down here. Walk your legs back. Get on your feet. Walk your feet forward. One foot steps up all the way to the middle. And then knee comes up the middle. And we end up in the same position. Os. So with both of those guard openers we did, we end up in this knee in the middle position. I'm going to switch my grips to grab his sleeve and his lapel here. And I like to have my fist right by his armpit and shoulder. I'm going to come up. Some people like to push the leg down. I'll just step around it here. My shin is going to come across onto his thigh, the inside of his thigh. I'm going to lift his arm off the ground. I don't want him to be able to get onto his elbow. And then my other hand is going to push his armpit down here. So at this point, I always tell people this is when you want to get heavy. Right now, all my weight is on my shin on his leg. My foot over here is going to push my hips onto him, and then I'm going to put my chest on him. So I'm just getting heavier and heavier as I do the pass to cross leg. So the mistake that people make is they get here, they put their knee on the ground, and then they pivot like this, and then they try to put their chest on their opponent, but they make so much space doing that that the other guy gets his knee in and gets his guard back. So we're here, knee goes down, chest goes down, push your chest onto your opponent, and then your knee is going to float above the ground and go down and circle. Here. Knee drop. Alright, so if the guy on bottom gets his knee in here, it can block you. And sometimes you can just push it out of the way with your elbow, but sometimes it's going to be too hard. We're going to drop our elbow, holding the gi here. I'm going to drop my elbow and do like the crab walk over his leg here. The crab walk, knee shield counter. The other thing that might happen is he might get his foot all the way over, which isn't really a good idea, and I don't really think James would ever do that. But if they do, just grab it and go around the other way. I could see James pushing with his foot here, never. So yeah, just grab the foot and walk around the other side. And that's good.
Alright, so sometimes you can't get around the foot. I'm here, I'm tight, it's not working. You can do this from this grip. The footwork's going to look the same, the control will just be different here. I got to step in with this foot here. I don't want to rack his nuts, so I got to back out a little bit. I'm going to back out a little bit, side step. See how I'm keeping his leg here? Here. I can get tight. Stay heavy. If I'm very short, which I am, and I don't want to try to be stretched out keeping this control, I come to the hip, I can come here, right? I back out, come across, here. Knee up the middle, knee on the outside, cross face, back step, knees blocking the hip, slide the other knee in, finish the pass. You're doing that if you can't get around the knee. Sometimes when you get to the knee slice real good, the guys will come and they'll just lock your foot up. And you can't get your knee when you slice out. And you can do the same thing from here. From here, I bring this in, come to the far side, really put that knee to the mat, cross face. Now, if he's got a death grip on my foot, and I still can't get my foot out, I stay tight, keep my hips low, windshield wiper over, push. I'm not pushing that way, I'm pushing down. Step the foot out, block the